We're here in Kings Park today. The sun's finally come out. We've got a nice lineup, and yeah, that's right. It's time for the 2024 Bournemouth Bus Rally. So join me, Aaron and Jack. We're going to catch up with Butler and Blakey a bit later on. But join me as we go on the more buses, on the yellow buses, and everything in between. Roll the intro. So, obviously we're here at Kings Park. You've got a nice selection of buses here. You've got 465, you've got Devon General. The one we're hoping to go out later on is the Wilson Dorset Optare Spectra, number 3124. And at the back you have got 426, which is the East Lancs. Her sister vehicle is at the back behind me, which there is Phoebe, 427, which you may recognise from an On the Yellows episode. We've also got 208 here somewhere. I think she's out on the road at the moment. More buses have brought us a nice selection, so let's go and take a look, shall we? Just taking a look at some of the vehicles that we've got here. We have Damry's offering today, 3819 Solo SR, parked next to the newly liveried 3815, which was, I think it was in Salisbury Red's livery, now it's in the Route 1, returning to Bournemouth since its repaint and repatriation, or whatever the word is. We have 2101 looking very nice in Swindon colours now, and the formerly silver 2251, now in more bus livery. And of course we get onto the MMCs, with 1688 in Unibus livery, 1717 in M1 M2 livery, and we have one of the newest buses here, if not the newest bus here, 1790 in X3 livery, replacing the older MMCs with the tables, which are actually the highest mileage MMCs in the country. And coming up here on the end, we have a nice Scania Omnidecker, number 1012, which, as a precursor to the series, took on a trip up to Weymouth from Blandford, on what was it, the X12, wasn't it? On the X12. Not sure what the route is now, but I'm sure we'll give it a go in the future. Looking around here, we've got a nice selection of London buses with a couple of RMs and an RT, a royal blue on the end. When we pan back around here, we get into the really interesting stuff. And a bus you would have seen on every normal episode, but not actually starring in an episode until today. Number 3124, a Wilson Dorset Optare Spectra, co-owned by this lovely chap here. I did say we'd catch up with Butler today, but no, we will be taking her out. Well, Butler will be taking her out a bit later on for a nice mystery tour. We even have Transpora joining us here today, bringing in an Evora 24 plate, so it's nice and brand new. And behind we have a few Burrows have joined us today. You see a familiar bus. Number 427 Phoebe has joined us, as you have seen on the rail replacement episode. Parked next to a Gemini, which is called Monica. You have 474, the ex-Yellows training bus. Reading have bought one of their E400 Cities. We have a Tiger Cub, and tomorrow's travel we've even bought a Mark II Gemini. We have this lovely little Bedford here.
Watches you on YouTube.
Oh, we're just recording for YouTube now. We'll catch up later.
Welcome then. From Dutch. And when Bournemouth are watching.
So we're on the first run out of the day. We're on Nocturne Solo number 2687. We're here at Boscombe Bus Station, which is one of 3 routes operating today. This service is number 19, operating every 15 minutes. I would put timetabling and stuff, but we are only on a one-day event, but come down next year, you might get a ride on it. It's a lovely bus. It's got all original interior. It's low floor and wheelchair compliant, so it shows that bus rallies are making a positive step for the future and allowing more people to enjoy them. We're going to hop back on, go back to King's, probably go on a few more and look at more of the buses.
Pictures. Oh, that's perfect. I got the tapestry. Don't break it, will you? I've got the number for the recovery if you need it. I know a decent mechanic.
Instead of doing one of the planned routes for today's rally, we decided to go on a mystery tour. I did say we'd get her out. Well, Butler got her out, and we've been waiting over a year to get this bus out on the road. We did see it just before the series started, when it was running around. Saw it when I was on 1812 in its old livery. I'll put a picture up on screen now of them all down at Alum Chine. But honestly, it's so nice being on an Octare Spectra running around Bournemouth again. I used to get these quite a lot when I was younger, mainly on the what is now the 14, which was once the 164, or just any buses around Bournemouth. The X3 used to see these quite often. We are on one of the high floor variants, meaning it's a step entrance, so there's no way to get buggies on unless they're folded up. They did later variants did have a low floor, with a bus in Bristol still having one in service, which I believe they use for school runs and special events. Now, we really did go on a magical mystery tour as we went down towards Castle Point, joining the 20 route a bit later on before going back onto what is the M1 up towards Bournemouth, but we ended up going back towards the rally site. But instead of going in, we went down towards Boscombe Pier, which you'll see another familiar bus from the series as we go down towards Boscombe Pier, coming up back towards Southbourne through all that way. Honestly, it was such a lovely mystery tour, but I'll let you guys enjoy it, and we'll see you when we get back to the rally ground. So we just got back to the rally grounds. We've been on 3124. Her first appearance in the series familiar. Got 208 parked up alongside and 465 on this side. We'll take a walk up, use the facilities, get a drink. But yeah, the weather's turned out quite nice now, so it's a lovely day. We've got Transpora just here. They bought an Evo. Can't remember the full name of it. We've got Tomorrow's Travel behind me, Burrows as well. Very nice buses, of course. Phoebe's coming up here on the right, or on the left.
I wouldn't wear that rubbish. It might break.
Then 474
Eh? Oh no.
is presenting Hampton Bournemouth Preservation, which is the group that owns the bus we just went on the Spectra. Owners off camera. But yeah, it's a nice one. Even Reading bus have turned up with a E400 City in the Windsor Express livery. It's quite nice. But yeah, it's a lovely day at the bus rally. Let's look at a few more coming in and out, shall we? Please tell me they're going to move the dominator forward.
Oh, that number. See if it still works.
Right, it'll just take you to head office now. Number. That would have been rerouted to head office. Yeah. Or Excelsior.
Now it's time to go on 465, but instead of talking over the voiceover, we've got a nice little bit of music from the BSO as we go on today's route 35 to Chelmsford.
Join the yellow bandwagon like the BSO.
Before we end today's video, I just want to say a massive thank you to you guys. Honestly, it means the world to me that you enjoy these videos. Meeting some of you at the rally was just amazing. Honestly, thank you for your continued support. Without you, we wouldn't be here. And hopefully I'll get to see more of you guys in the future. But for now, let's wrap up the video. And hopefully you enjoyed today's. They say all good things come to an end, and unfortunately we are at the end of the bus rally today. We've got one more trip to go on a Dennis Trident with an East Lancs body, and it's currently in the lineup for the H&B vehicles back there. There's probably a bit before or a bit after there'll be a footage of it. But it's been a lovely day down here at the rally. We've been on some really nice vehicles. It wasn't as big as it was supposed to be. I think a lot of people got scared off by the rain. But overall, it's a fantastic day. So I've got a bit of a save the date for you. 6th of July 2025. We'll be back here for another Bournemouth Bus Rally. Programmed for a fiver. Why not come down? Fun for all the family. Well, especially if you like buses. Free rides all around town. Come and check out some of the new vehicles that the local company have got with more. Even Damroy show up. And a bit of Transpora. But of course, we've got the yellow buses, which are the real stars of the show. As always, I've been Aaron as Jack. We've seen Butler. Blakey stayed off camera, but he's been here, and you probably heard a little laughter when we're on the bus. So, until next time, stay tuned, more specials is the next one. We're recreating one of the best specials of the 2023 season, but we're doing it all on public service. So I'll leave you with a nice clip of all the buses and all the pictures I've taken today.
So much
See you
feeling
later.
on the buses as people fumble for the fare. It always happens in the crushes. They take their chances when it's there. It's so exciting on the buses when someone's fumbling close to you. But when the traffic jams in rushes, there's little else to do. There's always gay life on the buses. Make sure you leave your bird at home. You'll see so many on the buses. You won't be sitting on your own. It's so romantic on the buses. You'll find it thrilling when you ride, and you can get it on the buses, upstairs or